Okay, welcome back, everybody. With 11 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second quarter, your Bacon County Red Raiders, it's first down, and your Bacon County Red Raiders are on our own 27-yard line. This is where we were at when the lightning delay started, but here we are a little after 10 o'clock, almost 10:15 on a Friday evening, and we're fixing to get this game started. If there's any positives, Brent, they have to be that it's cooled down probably 10 degrees.
It certainly has. We are trailing 6-0 here early in the second quarter, though. 11:48, as Rev just said. Not sure what's going on back here behind the end zone. There we go. Play is ready to go now. They're fixing to blow the whistle in.
Yeah, fixing to blow it. It looked like they was having some stuff with some cameramen behind it. But now it's Dawson Jewell in at quarterback.
I
Or
think
is that
that looks like Cooper, his
Cooper?
stance. He hands the ball off. He runs straight up the middle.
There he goes.
It's Madison. Here he goes for 15, 20 yards to the 30 yards all the way to the 50.
To the 50-yard line.
Just a quick step by that young man. He is a north and south runner, but you have to think that defensively they were kind of on their heels just a little bit because of the break. It had to have some effect. Now, that might stir them up a little bit on the defensive side, but definitely a quick step there by Madison, a big push off our offensive line.
We got three wide down here to the bottom of the screen, and at the top we got JP all alone. No, there goes Cooper.
Cooper Brown's going to keep it. Oh, he's stuck after about an 8-yard gain.
They run right into a defensive back standing straight up.
But that's a great play call.
Yes, it is. Let them know that we're going to do something different.
One of my former good friend of mine, matter of fact, but he graduated about 5 years ago, and a former football player, he said, if maybe we get this thing back started, I feel like I'm looking at 21-6. I'm going to make a prediction if we can get it back going.
Well, I can tell right to start off with that we have just went to a single back in the backfield, and we've spread them out. We're not going to let them stack it in there on top of us.
And there's another run to the left side by Madison.
Down.
About a 4-yard carry there. And you're exactly right. Rev noticed the formation change. We had three wideouts to the right with only a single back. And it just gets those linebackers off the line, spreading their defensive backs out.
We're going to have to spread them out because they're bigger up front than we are, and if we try to make a living between the tackles, just bunched together, it's just going to be it's going to be a crowded wreck in there every time. We're not big enough to move them, but if we get a little bit of space, we can get some blocking. Madison moves to his right.
And there's that pass to the flat.
Come on, Ayrton, just north and south, son, just north and south.
He needs to get down. I like these guys' effort when they're out on that outside and just keep getting pounded, but that's when the ball comes out. Helmets get put on the ball or an arm gets in there and snatches it out. Sometimes you just need to go down.
When you're a slot receiver and you're on the hash marks, you don't need to be dancing. You need to be getting north and south, getting 2 or 3 yards.
That's
You're
right.
not going to make it happen right there, not unless it's a quick slant over the middle or something. When you do a 3-yard and stop and it just pops to you, go 5 yards, get you 5 yards.
4 wideouts now, and even Madison coming out of the backfield. And there's that sort of a screen type played wide receiver.
There he goes.
To the 10, to the 5.
Yes. Great play call. Great play. Great execution.
Wide receiver screen as even Madison went in motion to that left side. Lots of good blocks out there, and we got another 25-yard gain.
Just like they when they scored their touchdown, what are they calling here? We got a flag.
Oh.
He's going to call Madison going in motion, going towards the line of scrimmage. I saw that. Face mask against us?
Wow. What a break by Pierce County.
Yeah.
We were thinking maybe an offensive, what you call that when he goes to the line, illegal shift.
Yeah.
But a face mask on the offensive side, it must have occurred during a block, won't you think, on a wide, maybe a receiver was trying to screen block.
Evidently, it looks like we grabbed somebody.
So we go from a 25-yard gain to a negative 15 yards.
Yeah.
So we're back to the 45-yard line.
I'd like to see that on film and see exactly what happened. That's an unusual call for an offensive play, a face mask. Evidently, it's an undisciplined. It's an undisciplined penalty.
Second down and 15.
If you're trying to tackle somebody and grab their mask, that's one thing. But if you're blocking, You grab their mask. That's something entirely different.
Hand off to Madison up the middle. A lot of space. Those defensive backs do not want a part of him, and you can tell he went for his legs. He hit him low where he should have and made the tackle, but that was a first down for the Red Raiders.
Absolutely. We want to thank McDonald's, Pineland Bank, Sips and Such Cafe, Burt CPA, Dairy Queen, Coastal Pines Technical College, DLE and Sons, Shorty's Barbecue, and Newberry Paint and Body. We want you to also to stay around for our Richmond Baking halftime show, and it's the Richmond Baking scoreboard right now. It's 6-0 Pierce, with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Madison comes. It looks like we're going to have the same play coming this way.
And he's going to throw down the field.
There he
he's
goes.
Going to run
wide
to the left.
Open.
Nobody
open.
there.
Don't
10,
take
15.
On nobody. Good play.
Gets out of bounds. About almost another 15-yard gain. Great play calling here as Coach Langford has come back out. And it looks like the Raiders have a kick in their step. I mentioned earlier, like we caught the defense on their heels the first couple plays.
Well, I can tell you what that was. That was a great play by our quarterback. They made the decision when we were covered, and he saw an open grass, and he went to the open grass. And he's kind of got a linebacker mentality. He plays catcher on the baseball team. Rather than taking on a linebacker, he stepped out of bounds, saved his body. I thought it was a good play.
1st and 10, 8:54. Hands it to Madison. He cuts back up the middle, gets about 5.
Oh, man. Fumble.
And a fumble.
And Pierce is acting like they got it. They're calling it dead right now. Let's see. Pierce County ball.
Well,
one thing we can't do.
The last game we were out here, we turned the ball over. I believe we fumbled it twice against Atkinson County. But the times that we did, we saw
backside.
But we saw the defense bow their backs immediately following those. We're going to have to see that here as the Raiders showed them we're very capable of moving the ball.
Madison, just started playing running back last year. Towards the end of the season, we found kind of a diamond in the rough. And when he runs, he doesn't secure the ball that well. But every time I've seen him fumble, just about every time, it's when somebody comes from his backside and grabs his arm. He's looking ahead. He's got his eyes focused. Here we go. Good play. You called it, Brent.
Yep. We got to. So again, we're looking at the far corner of the field here, folks. We can't see numbers, or I can at least. That was a
red shirt pulled down a white shirt.
It was a defensive end or a linebacker that got back there quickly for the loss. Probably a 2 to 3 yard loss.
Let's see what we got right here. We got a penalty. Same guy.
They're backing up.
Yeah, it must be half the distance to the goal line. He's got a penalty. If it's holding in the end zone, is that a safety?
It is a safety, but we wasn't in the end zone. They're almost going to be in the end zone now. I'm looking at the flag stick across the field. Let's see what's going to happen.
That's going to be against us.
They're going to walk. It looks like they're walking it off against us. At least the sideline crew, chain gang. Trying to figure it out. Looks like our coaches are trying to comprehend what's going on.
Here comes the white hat.
They're marking it off against the Raiders.
Well, we can't do anything but get penalties.
That's at least 10 yards, so I'm not sure what the call is.
No, I never saw where he called. He made a call. I've been looking at the white hat. He never signaled what it was. Same guy has thrown 90% of the penalties over there. Same guy, and he's on the Pierce sideline.
Quarterback steps back to throw. He's going to throw to the deep side. Intercepted by LeGondrick. That's what he does on offense. He goes up and gets it. His gloves are like magnets, Velcro, whatever you want to call it. But 14 gets another huge reception, except it's on the defensive side, Coach.
Yep, and we're down back where we started off. Not quite. We're on our side. We're in Pierce's territory on about the 46.5-yard line, almost dead center, 46.5 yards. And let's see if we can keep this thing going. We just don't need to turn the ball over when we get this momentum going. We've got to get it in the end zone and get ahead.
LeGondrick has that ability to control his body while he's in the air and on the ground for that much. I've witnessed it on the basketball court, but he's just fun to watch on the football field.
He is fun.
There's the handoff to Madison up the middle. Oh, quarterback keeper to the outside, and that looks like Jewell running there.
It is Jewell. Looks like we're flopping quarterbacks. Cooper, he came in and started the second half and had us running down the field.
No doubt Jewell has a quicker step. But the two guys, as far as passing the ball, they're fairly equal.
This must be a close competition. Jewell is the senior. He's been around a little bit longer. We lost Cooper last year to an injury.
There's the handoff up the middle, and he gets about 2 yards for the first down.
We whiffed on the offensive line. I don't know. There may have been a stunt that took place between the linemen where one moved outside and the other one cut inside. But 44, he's wreaking havoc on the front.
First down for the Raiders. 7:21 remaining in the second quarter. We're just trying to get in the end zone before halftime because we'll get the ball back as we deferred about 3 hours ago.
Yeah. The longest half I've ever been a part of. We're split wide, got 3 to the top. We got one long guy down here on the bottom. You know what? That's exactly what they're doing.
There's
great
a pass.
Touch. Yeah, you called it. No, he went out at the 1.
Oh, he went out. You're exactly right.
Great call. Great call. Great call. When you see that long guy sitting out there at the bottom and just by himself and man-to-man coverage, we're down on what, Brent? The
2 yard line, I believe. First and goal, Red Raiders. Let's see if we can't pound it in right here.
Oh, I like this play call. Great pass by Jewell. Was that not a great pass?
And you're talking about a completely different offense. If you were joining us earlier in the first quarter, we tried to ground and pound, but we spread it out here on Pierce County. 3 wide again left. Hands it off to quarterback keeper.
He goes walking in. Great play call. Everybody collapsed on Anthony Madison as he faked it. He pulled it and went around the end untouched. There was not anybody within 5 yards of him. Go ahead.
This is the offense that we know we're capable of running.
We've envisioned.
When we execute and spread people out, we want to run the ball, and we are running the ball, just in a different manner. But this is what we have envisioned, like you just said, for us to compete at the level we think we can this year in the tough AA region that we are in.
Well, Coach Langford, here we go. Let's see. Kick
is up
and good.
7-6 Red Raiders. Just like
1
that.
1 point's as good as 100, baby. Just like Coach Kyle Langford said in the interview, everybody's on the same page today, talking the same language this year. It's not a first year like it was last year. Your Red Raiders just scored. This is your ATC broadband touchdown for the Red Raiders. Stream, surf, game, and go social with the ATC's high-speed internet with unlimited data usage for all the devices in your home. We thank ATC for their sponsorship, and we thank the Red Raiders for... Back, everybody. Number 88, Drake Bloodworth, a senior, is about to kick off for us. He's also listed as a wide receiver. He's left-footed, and my goodness, that's been a surprise for me. I didn't know where this kid come from, but the
opening kickoff nearly in the end zone.
It was.
And we had a penalty.
Yeah. He mashed.
Oh, look at that one. There's another one back to the 5-yard line.
Kickoff. Now I don't know what we're going to do with it here, but
boom, we got him.
Boom. No,
they got him. 15, 17-yard line.
Yes, great kickoff. Man, that's been a weapon we've missed. I don't know that we've ever had a weapon like that at Bacon County since I've been calling.
This Red Raider team is fired up for sure.
Yeah. Good play. Brent, I guess what we needed was that break just a minute. I don't know what Coach Langford and the coaching staff said to our kids, but they're a little bit different hop in their step. Maybe it's the cool weather.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. From that opening snap, it was just a difference in this Red Raider team.
Difference. Came out, and we're making a difference. Boy, I sure do like the way old K.J. Brown looks sitting there in the middle. He just looks like a linebacker, doesn't he?
He does. That boy's thick now. He
Boy,
ain't real
thick.
tall, but he is thick.
Ball!
Did we get on it? They say we did. Where's the beanie? Yep, the ref on the other side has been calling all the penalties. Gives
Here
us
we
the
go.
ball.
Let's go, Red Raiders.
Defense does it again.
On the what is it on, 13-yard line?
13.
13-yard line, Red Raider. You could tell the quarterback and the running back, there was an exchange problem. We were bringing the pressure. There was a lot of pressure, but the running back was not actually hit when he started bobbling. And then when he was bobbling, we hit him as the ball started coming loose.
6 minutes, 41 seconds. The Raiders have a chance to score in about a 30-second interval here.
Yeah, just put the gas pedal to it, boys. Don't slow down till the horn blows. We are spread. We got twins to the top and the bottom. Anthony Madison goes in motion, hands it up to him. There he goes up the middle.
Dragging.
Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be what you got, Brent? 2nd and 7 from the 10. We can get a first down inside the 5-yard line at about the 3.
Looks like we got 3 wide to the top again. Lone receiver to the right. Madison in the backfield.
Jewell looks him over. Madison comes in motion. Wide receiver screen again. There goes
back to the outside.
Legondrick.
It's touchdown.
In the ball. Yeah.
Can we laugh and carry on like this? Is that all right?
I don't know. I don't know if people on the air on the radio are enjoying this, but we sure are. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great play by Legondrick Snell. Great play call. I don't know, man. Maybe our offensive coordinator, I don't know, maybe he had a Red Bull during the delay or something. We come out and
sometimes you have a game plan in which on film maybe you think you can make happen when the game starts. And then you realize, you see what defensively their game plan is, and you got to make adjustments, and that's exactly what the Red Raiders have done. This ball is up, and it's good.
Absolutely great hold by Cooper Brown. The ball was snapped low, and he dragged it up and put it on the tee. And there you have it.
14-6 Red Raiders.
14-6 ATC.
Definitely have the game in control, but under control. If you know,
right at this point.
You know, if we barring any major mistakes, you know, again, this Pierce County offense, they've proven to us early that they're very capable. They got a kid that outrun all of us. Second play of the game, another big deep kick inside the 5. And here he goes to the center of the field. He cuts back up, but there's a lot of hats there on him at the 15 again. And there's a flag coming in. Not sure what that's going to be, if it's a late.
We got a guy running downfield without a helmet on. That may be what the score is.
And he pointing against us. No, against them
because of the helmet off.
Took his helmet off.
What's that called? Illegal participation.
Illegal participation.
Illegal participation with a helmet off. He still came down the field against them. Boy, I bet that was a hard signal for that umpire, for that white hat to call.
Notice Coach Strickland spent a little extra time with his offense over there. Tell them they better get the head on straight here or we could be in trouble.
And Pierce County takes the ball over at the 11-yard line after the penalty.
Again, a shotgun wing T style offense with misdirection and option play. Something that not only the Pierce County players are getting used to, but I'm pretty sure all those fans over there on the other side is trying to get used to it too.
Well, they're used to seeing pass happy, and now all of a sudden we got a controlled, methodical type approach. It's going to take them a little while to get used to Coach Strickland's offense.
There's a snap, hands off up the middle. What a tackle there. I saw
Another fumble.
Ball's on the ground. And the Raiders recover again. They say, everybody, we're pointing that way. Let's get an official call from the ref.
He's calling it down.
We're waiting. We just can't. They're changing out. Raiders get the
Raider
ball.
Football, that's it.
The 15 again, the Raiders recover.
Now, that time it was not an exchange
That was
problem.
a hit.
It was a pop.
That was a hit problem.
Somebody popped him on the ball, and here we have it. Where we're at, on the 13-yard line again?
Again.
14 this time.
Just inside the 15. Raiders with a chance to really stick a dagger here before halftime. And we've been here for 3 hours, and it's still 5 minutes and 40 seconds before half. I think Jules at the helm again.
Yeah.
Too wide.
And it to Madison, and it's going to be tough sailing in there.
He keeps pushing and grinding.
Yeah.
Gets back, maybe a yard gain there.
It looks like maybe they're giving us a 2-yard gain, doesn't it, Brent? If we started at the 14,
looking at the
where he's
angle.
spotting, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe 2, which he got most of that right on his own. Let's see what we dial up right here. Jules walking back.
I like the Twins, and they've got them top and bottom. Madison in the backfield.
Jules making the calls. Not even huddled up. He's making the call. He's looking to the sideline. 12 seconds on the play clock.
Wide receiver. He spins out of it. Jumps.
Yeah, good play.
Nearly a first down on that
That's
far
by
side.
JP.
It's about probably a foot, maybe a half a yard shy of a first down.
JP, he had trouble on that first pass, which was a little bit low, but since then he's had 2 quality catches. One of them, he almost split the defenders for a score.
Showed
and then,
a lot of speed.
Yeah, he's got us within a yard, and it looks like we're going to call a Burt CPA timeout. Bacon County is. Coach Kyle Langford's called our troops over, and we're going to take a timeout. Here, you're listening to Red Raider. Everybody from the Burt CPA timeout. We've got 3rd down and 1 yard, 1 yard to go on the 5-yard line. Let's see what we do right here, Brent. Got a single setback, and
you got to hand it off to your big guy, and he gets
stymied.
What he does do is he brings it back to center hash. We'll see if Coach wants to pull out and let us kick a field goal here, or if he's going to go for it.
4th, and we may have lost a half a yard. It's about 4th and a yard and a half. Let's see what Coach does. He called a timeout.
I think he's going to. Yeah, he's going for it here. Ain't nobody coming off the field, and he already made plans to go for it.
Got trips to the bottom. Yep. They got a big defensive line. I'm telling you,
I like a quarterback keeper right here to that left side. If you can seal that left side, Jewel gets the first down. And there he
goes. Great hold.
And the first down. Almost scores. He's on about inside the 1 yard line.
Did you see the hole open up?
They sealed it all right.
Yeah. Great play, Raiders. Great play. And we got a first down, first and goal from about the 2-yard line, looks like. First and goal from the 2. And he's getting down on his knees a little bit. He may have took one in the stomach right there, but he's getting set behind Jewell. He moves forward. Jewell turns and hands it to Madison, and he dives for the
touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown. What a great play by a great running back. Great play. And there you have it, your ATC Red Raider touchdown, broadband touchdown. Just remember, when you stream surf, go social with ATC's high-speed internet with unlimited data usage for all the devices in your home. And we got a 20-6 lead right now with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And we line up for an extra point. We haven't even mentioned our kicker, Ronaldo Juarez. He's just a junior. He's dead money. He's right down the middle again.
This kid is only a junior, and he's got a big leg. He showed it last year. He's going to have an opportunity potentially to score some points for the Red Raiders this year from that three-point stance, three-point variety.
Yeah, I think so too. I was impressed with him during our scrimmages, his ability to kick the ball. I still am just shocked by the Bloodworth kid coming out of nowhere, kicking the ball down to
3 times inside the 5. Count, in the end zone and down here in the second quarter, 3 times inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, it sure helps when the other team is starting on the 15-yard line rather than starting on the 35, because we've not been able to kick it past the 20. Good news. You remember there were some years all we could do was just pooch it. We just pooch it because we couldn't get any distance on it.
The last kid that I remember, I was in school when we called him Pele. For the life of me, I can't remember his name. His daughter just came through the high school in the last year or two.
Now you're telling your age.
But yeah, but he could kick it now, and this Bloodworth kid can too. And you're going to see or hear us talk about it at least. And there's another. Got under just a little bit down to the 15, and he fumbles it. He's going to wheel around and try to. Oh, he's in trouble now, as there's red jerseys everywhere. Boom! Inside the 15 as he's brought down.
Come on, KJ, don't get no penalty. KJ,
he's excited.
He lit him up.
He's excited. The whole team is, and they have a right to be. I like to see celebration as teams, as a team. You don't want to put too much attention on yourself, but that young man, I know his heart. I know where it's at, and he deserves the accolades.
Yep. Our defense has really been playing. They're kind of setting the tone with 2 turnovers here. Is this 2 or 3 turnovers? Was it?
This is third. That's 3 turnovers this quarter. The interception and the 2 fumbles.
2 fumbles, that's right.
And all 3 led to touchdowns.
That's right. Take this a minute.
I think so. He just stepped outside.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. And I'm glad KJ walked off the field. It makes me feel a lot better. Good kid, goes to church with me, and hands the ball off on
going wide, trying to bring him back in. He cuts it up for about 5 yards.
Yeah, Jesus almost got him. That was actually a pretty good run on a power sweep out wide.
It's going to be 3rd and about 2, I believe.
That's right. It's big. We need to stop him right here. Keep
maybe
him down.
1. It's tough to see that angle of the chain over there. Maybe 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Good play. Let's see. They're going to may keep KJ out. Us up 21-6. May keep him out through this half just to make sure he gets rested. They got stacked out here. See what the quarterback does. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback turns.
Oh, they are going to throw.
Yeah.
Another.
Bad angle.
Beat him on that outside. Good tackle there by 21.
Bad angle by our defensive back.
He bit.
Yeah, he bit, and he had him. All he could see was stopping him, and he made a little wiggle move and let him get. You don't never let him get outside, and that's exactly what he done.
Arrington Moore with a great open field tackle there, because that gentleman had about 10 or 15 more yards before we had another guy with an angle.
Pierce County now. Let's see. We must have a flag. Yeah, we do. They're not moving. We got a flag, and let's see what he's calling.
It's got to be a holding.
Holding against Pierce. My goodness. See, Jesus Brown has just made it to the sideline. Bless his heart. Big boy has to play both ways. I'm glad to see Coach Langford doing what he's doing right here, giving some of these guys a breather. It's going to be a long second half. It'll be a long season, and he's letting them take some breaths and get a little bit of wind. When I played high school football, we tried to platoon offense and defense, but wound up playing a lot of times, and especially my senior year, there were times I never came off the field. And just to come get a cup of water for a play, it's amazing how refreshing that is. Got stacks again. We got 3rd and 13. And here we come.
Stunning up the middle. The ball's on the ground. Are we on it? Yes, they're pointing. The Raiders got the ball. First down in the 4-yard line.
Let's see what it is. We're pointing that we got it, and he's signaling 4th down.
Oh, Arrington was pretty confident. Shady, he come running out as if somebody must have took it right at the last minute from one of our guys.
Evidently. He winds the clock, 25-second clock.
It's a punting situation, 4th and 13. We're going to get the ball either way. It's just not quite as good a field position unless LeGondrick takes care of business right here.
It would be really, really good to me if he rolled it back there to him or snapped it over his head. I'll take a safety. What about you?
Certainly. Points on the board right away.
33 seconds left.
But I hope we can describe for the people at home what number 14 is about to do right here.
Yeah.
Because this is where punt returners like to be, on their side of the field.
Great, real quick.
And there's nobody back there to cover him. He's got all the time in the world he needs.
Just
needs to set up a block. Just cut it and go, buddy. There he goes. He cuts the first level, and he gets tackled after about an 8-yard return. About a 15-yard return.
Right.
But we're going to get the ball on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, leading 21-6 with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
KJ Brown back out on the field, and he's coming back off. Doesn't look like he has any ill effects from his injury. Gondrick staying on the field. Here comes our offense. Dawson Jewell at the helm running our offense, and it looks like we're going to go trips to the top. And we got Snell on an island out here with this defensive back. He's already beat him one time. We got a safety that's kind of cheating over towards LeGondrick, going to try to make up the distance. The safety walks up, and here we go.
Going over the top. He goes up, makes the catch, and he's on the 5-yard line. The kid is unbelievable, folks.
He is putting on a show,
Brett. Control of his body. And he just jumps, and he finds the ball. The ball finds him. I don't know, one of the two. Exactly. And it's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Gondrick has about 130 yards receiving. And
he is putting on a show. You hear me?
And the Raiders have a chance to put a dagger here and make it 28-6 before halftime, 52 seconds.
Come on, guys. Be careful with your clock here.
Clock's running at 45 seconds. Here's the snap. Hand off to Madison. He
There
comes
he
back
goes.
up for touchdown.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
27-6, waiting
my
for
goodness.
the extra point.
There you have it, your ATC broadband touchdown.
My dad, Bill Johnson, I wish you were here watching this. He carried my son home. Folks, I don't know if we announced it yet, but they were waiting till 10 o'clock to make a decision. At 5 till, the weather machine we have here at the school did its thing and said, hey, it's good to go.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, probably
two-thirds.
Yeah, at least two-thirds of our crowd, both sides have left. And understandably, we wasn't sure if we was going to get it. Kick is up, and it's good. 28-6, 35 seconds remaining.
Remember, when everyone's online at the same time in your house, ATC's internet has unlimited data usage and high speed to keep you connected to the world. We're going to take a break. Halftime. We've got Drake Bloodworth as he lines up to kick it off again.
Kicks it deep here,
Deep and
high,
high.
deep, inside the 10.
Inside the 10-yard line. Here we come. Uh-oh. Got an open field, and their running back's pretty good.
Yeah, it gets past the 30 this time. That's the fourth time we've kicked to them this quarter, and that's the first time they've advanced it past the 15-yard line. So they're going to be 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line with 32.9 seconds on the clock.
The running back we're talking about is number 29, John Jones, who is a junior. He runs hard. Give him hats off. He's not quit. He's playing hard.
Folks, we got another whole half to go. This is exciting.
It is exciting. 28
Well, I don't know if it's good or bad. We're going to find out after halftime. We're going to get about another 15, 20-minute break and see if anything changes between these two units.
Right.
Defensively, the Red Raiders have been lights out, and we're going to get a timeout here.
Coach Langford, he wants to make sure that there's nothing cheap that happens right here. Coach Yates.
He's upset about something. Not sure they didn't line up quite right quick enough.
We got somebody that was not on the field. Coach Yates is talking to the young man, and Coach Kyle Langford with his traditional towel around his neck is walking back with his hat off. He can't believe it. But this is the first game things like this happen. A lot of the games around the area has been called off. Jeff Davis will be playing Atco tomorrow night at 6:30. Coffee has been called off with their game against Brunswick. And Ware County, my Ware County Gators took it on the chin tonight, 31-7 at the hands of Glen Academy. And Glen Academy, I think this is the third year in a row, or at least the third game in a row that Glen Academy has beat my Ware County Gators. What is going on down there in Ware County? Now, Ware County's always got a good team. Every now and then you just got to rebuild, and this, I'm not sure, but this may be a rebuilding season for Ware County. But as much as we took it on the chin last year, some of these guys that were freshmen and sophomores that had to play last year, they're showing up tonight, and they're experienced with a year under their belt. We've got cross buck, what we used to call the old-fashioned cross buck.
We just want the time to run out and
exactly.
them to do it, and the time to run out within the next 20 yards so they don't get in field goal range.
Pierce County calls a timeout with 22 seconds left. Pierce County is down to our Red Raiders 28-6. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the heat. When the game first started, it was really hot and muggy. We were not as excited maybe as what we should have been, or maybe it was just the lights and everything. We kind of stood around with a deer in the headlight looks. maybe that's what it was. I'm not sure, but I can tell you since the rain delay, your Bacon County Red Raiders come out here with a passion, and Pierce County has helped our cause a little bit by 3 turnovers. And we had one turnover as we were about to go into the end zone. Anthony Madison dropped the ball, or we would be up 35-6 right now.
That's correct.
So.
But following that turnover, again, our defense bowed their back. That's when we got that big interception by Lagondra.
Exactly right.
I mean, he's had 4 big receptions, one being an interception tonight.
And he still hadn't got turned loose on punt or kickoff yet.
You're exactly right.
Ayrton Moore comes over. They got slot, receiver. They're going to do a
little screen, inside screen, and there's a tackle by the great play. I don't even think he got the first down, Rev.
He come close. Let's see where they're marking him.
Yep.
Right. I think he have got it by foot.
It was only a 2 yards. It looked like it was going to be a lot bigger than that. But the corner
we got right here.
Arrington closed that gap quickly.
Brent, I think we got a flag, and I don't know if they're going to call roughing the passer
or. Oh boy.
Exactly what it is.
I quit watching in the backfield when he made the throw.
I did too.
Looks like their coach is upset about something. We're going to see.
We may have tried to take out their quarterback. I hope we don't get somebody tossed.
It's either holding or maybe that's what he's mad about, is hitting the quarterback late. It's either late hit on the quarterback or a holding call by them. I bet he's fixing to chop his arm right here. Personal foul. I don't know what they're doing. Nobody's making a call. Yep, there it is. Roughing the passer.
I don't know who it was that hit him.
Sometimes, and we didn't see it, but sometimes it's out of just, effort. It's a bang-bang type play, your momentum, and then other times, guys they take it an extra step or two, and that's not right. And we're not sure which it was.
Well, here's the problem with this. Now we've all of a sudden put him in a place where the quarterback can hang it up.
That's right. They can put one in the end zone here.
And ever since Tennessee with Georgia last year, that 15-yard penalty put them in position where they could throw it into the end zone with 15 seconds left. You'll never know what's going to happen.
They tightened up Twins high. They steps back to throw, and he sure goes up. But our defender is on it, defends it. Oh, man, we get a late.
And this guy's calling it from 20 yards down the field.
Yeah. And Rev was right. This guy's made the majority of the penalty calls this evening, and that's going to be a pass interference.
It's not even his call. He's a line judge, and you got a back judge back there that did not call it. He called it from 20 yards back down the field. He calls a pass interference.
We're down to 6.7 seconds. The good thing about that penalty is it's only a 10-yard penalty, so they're not going to go 20 yards down the field like it was thrown. So they're going to get the ball on approximately, we're waiting to see the spot here, about the 30-yard line is where he's going to walk it off to, I believe. I'm not sure why the delay in the game, Rev.
I'm not sure either. I'm sitting there trying to figure it out, and I know I'm quiet when I do that, but I'm trying to figure it out. And there you go. Just like that, you got them within it's not within field goal range, I don't think, but it is on the where's he got it? Where's he marking it?
Looks like about the 26 or 7-yard line if he'll put the ball down.
He's marking it off down to the 12-yard line.
Now that's a spot foul. How is that that's not a spot foul? And our Coach Langford's reminding them. Yeah, that's that's like an NFL type call right there, and they're gonna fix it. There's no way, I don't think they'll be able to get away with that.
No, I hope they know their rules.
Well, we're
not in the NFL.
I believe they're going to get the ball about the 30-yard line because they snapped it from the 40, and it's only a 10-yard penalty for pass interference. I mean, that's like a 15 yards from. Yeah, that's almost a 25-yard penalty there.
Wow.
So it's with 6.7. We got a little drama here, and it's the Raiders' fault. Ultimately, we're making the penalties, but there's no way they can keep the ball where it's at. I got to hear.
They're keeping it there.
I got to hear that explanation.
Terrible.
I mean, Langford, he don't understand. He's got his arms out. We don't understand. I mean, that's a 10, 20, that's a 25-yard
30
penalty.
or 30 yard, right. Exactly.
6.7 seconds. You got to think maybe they won't be able to run, but one more play. Now Coach Strickland is out on the field.
He cranked the clock. He's fussing about him cranking the clock. And it was 6.7 seconds. Now it's 4.7 seconds. He cranked the clock.
But there's no way this ball should be where it's at. And again, Coach is still not satisfied. I think he's calling the guys over, maybe to get their heads back in the game. Maybe he's calling over so he can have another conversation with the umpire. Yeah, he's headed back over.
Oh, boy. And we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. Figure out what's going on, and we see that Pierce County's lined up now with 4.7 seconds left. They called a timeout, and now we're lined up. We got LaGondrick out here on an island, and we've got Ayrton Moore down on an island with two safeties. Quarterback drops back, and he's going to throw it.
Time expires.
Now that was interference, and they didn't call it. There's your half.
Ball was thrown to the back corner of the end zone.
Hold on. Let's see.
They're trying to get the players to the sideline. Umpires.
And that looks like it may be half. They're calling us over to the sideline. There was
Umpires,
no call.
I'm not sure what they're discussing. Maybe the White Hat's getting on to one of the other guys for not making the call.
They may be discussing if they're wondering if there's any barbecue joints that's left open after.
Or if they want to shorten the halftime. Bands are going to play. These folks showed up. I'm excited to see the Raider Regiment play at 75, nearly 80 strong this year. What a great summer they had. And we're just excited. We know Pierce is about to walk and take the field. But Rev, you tell us what we need to do next.
We have a Richmond-Bacon halftime show. The score is Bacon County 28, Pierce County 6. Be sure and stay tuned for the Richmond-Bacon halftime show, and we'll be back to bring you home in just a few minutes. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
It's just 10 minutes this half.
Paul, 10 minutes. There's only 10 minutes. How's it going? You all right? That's what I'm asking.
Good evening, Raider Nation. I want to thank you for joining us again back as it is late, but we've restarted this broadcast, and I want to thank you for joining us. I'm kind of skipping over from the radio broadcast at times to be able to give you some specific information about our broadcast on NFHS Network powered by Play On Sports. I want to thank our sponsors for the year, our yearly athletic sponsorships of Coley Electric, Family Vision Care, and Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales for being a part of what we're trying to accomplish this year by bringing a quality broadcast to Raider Nation. Really throughout the country, because we do have some folks far away. I've used him as an example quite some time now, but Mr. Cody Metters, former Red Raider from about 5-6 years ago, his brother is on the sideline this year and will be for the next year or two. So he's watching from Texas, and we're proud that he's with us, a loyal subscriber, and
again, just thank those sponsors for helping to provide this opportunity for folks like Cody, who can't be with us on a weekend basis, but he can still be with us. We are going to be here at halftime. We're going to bring the Raider Regiment live to you with sound, and in just a few minutes as soon as they take the field. Again, thank you for joining us.
controllers like ours. They're controllers off the USB. They've got their own. Oh, yes. I mean, they're ready to all right, it's crazy. We got balls. They did that. They changed that. What was he showing? This kind of looks like the Adobe Premiere screen a little bit. I don't know what we're supposed to be seeing. It was like a flexed out side. We got one right over here, and then they got one down there. I don't know what the network is.
He must go to 40 years. Matter of fact, they got one that he couldn't do. Once he has raced the 100.
It's not your requirement to put out there. Whatever. I don't know if you started with here, hey, kid, hey.
I thought Bacon down there. I thought Bacon was performing.
We got something now.
Why? I thought Bacon was performing. Enough time right
Okay, here. Here, I can do that. Yeah, I got that. Hey, boss man, can you reach up there on that top camera real quick? Will you open that side? Open the door. All right, reach in there.
Didn't start calling
Appreciate it. Noah, shouldn't they have? I'm thinking of around here. Their cameras, cars, if they have a light, the one charging it's trying to acquire signal for this one.
We want to thank our in-game sponsors, Richmond Baking, Huddle House, Bennett & Johnson, Lamar's Pharmacy, Reggie's Paint and Body, Bacon County Hospital, McDonald's, Pineland Bank, Sip and Such Cafe, Burt's CPA, and Dairy Queen Grill and Chill. Pierce County's about to kick the ball off, and let's see what happens right here. Man, that kicker, I've never seen one.
I've never seen him run that far.
Me either.
Arrington's going to – no, that's Gondrick's going to take the kick
He's
right up the middle.
Oh, there he goes.
And he's still rumbling and fumbling, didn't fumble, sorry, rumbling and stumbling up to about the 34-yard line. Good field position again for the Raiders.
Yep.
28-6, the Raiders they had a jolt. Really, the 11 minutes and almost the same as here, 11 minutes, 48 seconds was on the clock when we started the second quarter. They scored 4 times, Coach,
right.
and 3 turnovers by the Pierce County Bears that helped lead to those.
I can tell you what, I believe we'll score 4 times in the third quarter. We may win this game.
I believe you're right. Is this Jewell or Cooper?
Looks like it's Jewell.
Looks like it is Jewell.
Still, we spread them out, and that's been the key.
And we're going to run it out. He cuts back only just a few yards this time. He sort of slipped down there.
But it is positive yards. Not every play can go for 6, but it is positive yards, about a 4-yard gain. We haven't mentioned some of the new coaches that's come on this year. Noble Coley is a coach that was actually played for Coach Langford when he was in Hawkinsville. We do return defense coordinator Willis Yates. Fred King is a wide receiver coach. Scott Brown, which has been with Bacon County for years. He's now assistant principal. He's also helping out running backs. And Anthony Madison, looks like he may be a fumble the way we're falling down on it again.
I think he was down. We're going to receive the ball.
Yes, they've called it for us. Ball for us. And we got some tangled up players right here. Got somebody on the ground. I don't know who it is. It looks like, no, it's not Anthony Madison. It's Jesus.
Yeah, he's up. I wonder if it's I think it's his wrist. And he has a wrist that he struggled with toward the end of last season through basketball season.
Yeah, we may have called a timeout. We've got 3rd and 4 from our own 40-yard line. I think they're going to give Jesus a breather. He's actually limping a little bit.
Okay. I thought he was shaking his arm.
I don't know if he twisted something or not. While we're taking a timeout, this is your Burt CPA timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. We got twins to the top and the bottom. Dawson takes it and throws a strike out to J.P. Peterson for a first down.
Wow, what a throw by Jewell.
Yeah, he threw the ball before Peterson ever made the break.
It was a rope. That was a timing play where he knew where the receiver was going to be. It was about a 10-yard pass.
Looks like they got Jesus on the bench and maybe fixing to wrap an ankle or something. It looked like an ankle injury. He's rocking a little bit, must be in a little bit of pain. But they're tending to him down there, so we hope the best for Big Jesus.
3 wide.
We got to have him.
3 wide at the top, single man down below. He's going to hand off to Madison up the middle, and he's going to push for about a yard, maybe 2, just to keep them honest in the middle there.
Well, I wouldn't blame Coach Langford for running the ball a lot this half, just to kind of
let the clock run.
Let that clock run. Let that baby run. He was a 1-yard gain. Jewell walks back. He's got the signal from the sideline. He looks over to the troops. We got trips to the top. We got JP on an island out here by himself, and they're going
right over the middle.
Oh, Ayrton Moore dropped the ball.
Make the catch.
Just a little bit behind him. Should have been caught.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that is the type of pass that is nearly unstoppable if the timing is correct. And that was almost a streak versus a slant. I've always said a slant that cannot be defended. And if the timing on that is caught, you got to have. I'll give Shady some props, because when you go across the middle that way, you got to know there's somebody going to be there to get you.
Yeah, you got to have guts. Guts. Great play
and
call.
a one-handed catch by Madison out of the backfield. What a catch by the young man, showing some agility there for a first down for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that was Bacon County boy against Bacon County boy. One of our Bacon County boys that moved over to Pierce County just got a taste of what 25 can do on that tackle. He's still shaking his head a little bit.
It's okay.
We got trips to the top. Dawson hands the ball off to Anthony again, and he falls forward for about another yard and a half maybe. I'm sure he's about to get winded, but all I can tell him, as big a back as he is, he can get used to it.
That's right.
Because it's going to be a long season.
I'm still impressed by the catch that he made there, really one-handed in the
Great
flat
catch.
for you folks at home.
Continuing our coaches, we've got Ryan Morgan and Mike Martinez, who has also joined us, and it's good to have them. And we've got two boys that's helping with the JV that's from the program, Peter Simmons and Aubrey Carter.
Cuts out to the left. Madison with another 10-yard gain, this time rushing the ball off that left side. Big push. And we were wondering, maybe I was talking to one of those Petey Simmons up top just a moment ago. I was checking on my cameras and stuff up there. We're just going to see how, with that short halftime, would Pierce have enough time to make some adjustments for what we're trying to do.
That's a good point right there, Brent. I don't know what kind of adjustments they made, or if they could, but I tell you, Pierce's defense has been on the field because of the turnovers almost the whole second quarter, and now 3 or 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Madison off the right tackle. He's going to gain about a yard as he kind of flips over the shoulder of one of the defenders.
He's getting a little bit tired. They may need to get a boy a breather right here.
Like I said, I think Bell has carried the ball only one time tonight, but that young man's got a little bit of, I mentioned thunder and lightning. He's the lightning of the two, and he looks for contact from what I've heard from the guys at practice.
Okay. What number would he be?
21, I believe. Wait, no, is that? Let me double check that.
Xavier Bell, yeah.
Bell. Is it 21? Bell, that's correct.
Great
there
move by JP.
He's going to score. That young man is deceptively quick. His legs go 92-0 now, I'm telling you. Touchdown, 34-6, 8:15 to go in the third quarter.
That was a great play. He just kind of caught it and stood there, and the defensive back made a move. When he did, he was gone down the sideline. You have another ATC broadband touchdown. That's hard to say.
Ronaldo for the extra point, and he has been perfect on the evening. There's the snap, the hold, and the kick is up, and it's good.
Oh, yeah.
And it's over
the net.
Up over the net, over the concession stand. I hope we get an opportunity to see a young man stretch it out one game to see just how far he can kick it. 35-6. The Raiders lead Pierce County Bears, folks.
Yeah, 35-6.
Oh, now we have beaten them. It was 2 years ago.
Wesley Cawthorn intercepted the ball off Stetson Bennett.
Well, that was
sweet, wasn't it?
And then we come down and have a defensive hold on a 2-point conversion that ends the game. The Williams boy comes around that backside and sacks the quarterback, the guy that's at Georgia now, and seals the game. 42-41, I believe, was the final. Wow. And, that was amazing. But we're not used to this. When it's lopsided, it's always been in Pierce's favor. And it was lopsided last year.
49-6. Last year, I remember every stinking touchdown.
And I guarantee you Coach Langford does too. Now, although there was a different coach in place, coaches don't forget stuff like that.
Well, I'm just glad to see us performing well.
Absolutely.
And I know Pierce is going to be fine with this coach. They've got Pender.
Well, this is the year to get them. That's what I told everybody.
Next year they're going to be like we are this year on the same page.
That's right. That's right.
And Bloodworth, he's getting that left leg a workout.
And there's the kick, and that's deep and high. Look at that. Inside the 5 again.
Uh-oh, we got a lane right
Taking
here.
it up the middle.
And he runs into the back of his player.
Oh, he comes down to the right side.
Anderson's
the
got
left
him.
side.
Anderson's got him.
They kind of push him forward. We got a flag in the backfield. That's got to be on the return team in that position.
Let's
threw
see
it where
what
he
the white
marked it.
hat's got right here.
That ball's going to come back about 15 yards. That's just where he spotted it. It's going to
Unless
come
he
back.
got one of us for a personal foul or something. Most of the time, those are always holding.
Holding or a block in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's calling our captain over, so we're going to definitely take the penalty. Holding against them. Going to back them up.
That'll be inside.
Now we know
the
why
20.
they had such a long return, Brent.
Mm-hmm.
This year we've also got Red Raider Spirit sponsors. I want to give a big thank you to Pro Vinyl, Advantage South, Country Financial, F&B South of Alma, our local government associates and assistants, Brantley Printing and Office Supply, First Baptist Church of Alma, and Southern Star Saddles and Tack. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and brought a new sponsor on this year, Reggie's Paint and Body out of Nichols. Reggie Screws is the owner. If you want a good job that's done inexpensively, when you call the number, Reggie is the one that answers. No middleman.
Pierce takes us. Ball's on the ground, hopping around. I believe the Raiders
got
recover.
the ball. We've got the ball on the 14-yard line again.
Pierce County is just completely discombobulated, if I can say that word.
I like that word.
Really and truly, they're just not in sync right now, and our defense is able to take advantage.
Yep.
What's funny is how we're able to fall on these balls, because typical Red Raider fashion,
kicks it back to them.
we kick it back to them,
and they pick it up and run it in for a touchdown.
we can't fall on the ball, but that's the third fumble recovery we've had.
Jesus, he's limping a little bit. He's tough. He's tough as nails. But they're not with this kind of score. They're not going to risk hurting Jesus. I'm kind of let him take it easy a little
Jewell
bit.
takes the helm again. Madison in the backfield, trips to the left, and he throws to the left of the screen. He's going to cut back, and this is Gondrick as he gets hit pretty hard from behind, and actually the hit takes him back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a foot.
And he's mad. He only gained a yard. That was a very good play, and it's been a good play for us tonight. But that one kind of took a little bit of time to develop. I don't know. We didn't get the ball out as quick or something. It just wasn't quite as smooth as what they've been.
Trips to the right this time. Jewell in the shotgun. Madison to his side. He hands it to Madison. He cuts over. Oh, and he drops the ball. Pierce County falls on it. I mean, he just dropped it.
Well, the guy snuck his paw in there and knocked it out again from the backside. But I love him now. I love this kid.
Yeah.
He works hard. And during the off season, I buy my groceries and go where he works, and I see him there. And he's working hard worker. But he's going to have to learn to secure the football.
You got to secure the football.
You got to secure the football.
At the running back position, you have got to secure the football.
And it's not in the exchange. It's when he gets in the open field. My coach used to say, you carry the ball like a loaf of bread. That's what he was carrying it like. And you can't carry it like a loaf of bread. And that's what he was carrying it like, you're saying. He had it out from his body and got punched out.
On the 20-yard line, Pierce takes over, hands off, sweeps left, and they're trying to just grasp for anything at this point offensively just to keep their defense off the field. They need a first down or two to give their defense a break. They get about 5 yards on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. We'll try to do a little better job of keeping the time for you there. 35-6. I
want to give a shout out to the Huddle House. Just remember, they're open after the game open 24 hours, and they normally turn the station on and listen to us. So all you that's at Huddle House drinking coffee, welcome to the game.
Big stop there by the defensive lineman. Snap went to the quarterback. He hands it off to the up back, and he's stopped immediately for about a 1 yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 6, I believe.
Jesus is hurting, isn't he? He's waving himself on.
Yeah, he needs a break.
And they need to break him right over there on the sideline and put some ice on him.
Ice him. They need to take his helmet from him.
To me, and all of our players are important, but the one guy we can't afford to lose is Jesus Brown.
Again, that wing T formation.
Fixing to throw the ball. Timeout by the coach over there.
Again,
He's calling them over.
Yep, they're not quite right, and they're not getting any better. And I was talking with Mr. John Dupont, who is on the broadcast next to us over here, a couple rooms, and he said that they were struggling. They were with adjusting to the new offense and the defensive scheme, but he saw improvement from their first scrimmage against Irwin, a good quality team. And then they played Charlton County, which is another quality single-A team. And he saw improvement, although they lost both games. But I'm not sure he may not be able to say the same tonight.
I don't know this, and there's always Clinch County around and Charlton County around, but Irwin County may have the best single-A team in the state.
And I've been told that by multiple people.
Just looking at the scores and the way they're dominating, and I'm curious to find out what the score was between them and Fitzgerald tonight. I think they were playing tonight.
You talk about a rivalry.
Oh, my goodness.
They hate each other.
9 miles apart.
Here's the handoff to the left side. Oh, we gotta him up. He's quick.
Yep. He's got a quick burst.
I think Arrington Moore made the tackle. I believe, I can't really get a number there. We called his name a lot. I want to make sure I get the right one.
That was actually number 10. Number 10 for us, Gene Gordon. Got him playing safety, I believe, unless that's an 18, and I don't think we got an 18 on our roster. It's either him or Shamad Brinson. That's maybe.
That's Brinson.
Yeah, that's Brinson. It's 18, not 10.
There we go. Oh, there's a high snap. Got him in the backfield. Looks like a push in the back, and the quarterback's going to get away, and he gets stung. There's a hold, and the flag is finally called.
Yeah.
Against Metters, I believe, coming around. Is that number 34? Now we got a pushing and shoving in the middle, and this is what you run into.
Yeah, KJ lit that quarterback up.
And they didn't like it.
Looks like we're going to have offset and penalties probably.
What is
they actually got a holding in the back, and then I believe we're going to have a personal foul.
It's according to who pushed first there. Like I said, KJ hit the quarterback pretty good, and there might have been some initial retaliation from the Pierce County. But they're going to sort it out here and let us know.
KJ's high energy and he's high strung. You're going to have to learn to.
He's coming over to explain it to the coach.
Yeah. Coach going to bring him out for a play.
And that's the right thing to do.
Right.
Very emotional player, but again, you talk about a fine young man.
I like him. We don't need to do nothing cheap. Our players, I don't know, we need to shut our mouth right now. That talking is just cheap.
Well, I haven't seen them make a move with the football, and they won't, I guess, if it is offsetting. I don't know, but they could, if they could take the hold, if it was a dead ball foul, then they could step it off and then back. They say step off 10 and back off 15. Is that correct?
Right. I
so
would
it'd be
think
basically
so.
a 5-yard penalty ultimately.
We got offsetting.
Who knows with this crew with what they did down here when they in that last series before the half when they basically gave a high school play a spot foul, and if we're wrong on that, if somebody's at home,
holding, Pierce,
personal foul, Bacon.
Offsetting penalties. I don't know.
He just called something. What is that? I don't know what that means. This guy, he's got his arms like he's doing a whirly bird, and we just I'm not sure what that call is.
Hey.
But did the ball move forward 5
I don't
yards
know.
for
Coach
Pierce?
Langford he's just shaking his head as he walks back off the sideline. I guess we got first down.
This may be some film that you send to the GHSA maybe to evaluate at least a call or two. I mean, I don't think that call's going to hope that call right there or the other one's not going to make a difference in the game per se, but there's definitely been some confusing.
Now he's trying to make the call again. Let's see what it is.
Holding Pierce.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Bacon.
Okay. He didn't do the whirly bird this time. So offsetting penalties, it starts over. 1st and 10, Pierce County on the 45-yard line.
I think I would tell if I was the white hat that
there's the snap, and we're in his face, but there's that. Oh, what a great play by the
KJ
Castile. Man, there's a late hit right there. And that's a penalty on Pierce County. Yeah, he just dove at him. Almost a helmet. I saw that. And that was not even part of the tackle. You're talking about a Red Raider on the ground.
After we were already had him on the field.
The tackle was made. Our Red Raider was on the ground, and you had a Pierce County guy dive on him. I hope they get the call correctly, how I saw it. But irregardless, we're going to see here in just a second. They're calling the teams over. Looks like the refs may be going to they're going to call the coaches over. They're going to try to get a handle on this, which is a good thing. They're all huddling up, having a little prayer meeting there, discussing that. It's 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Not a whole lot of time has come off the clock in the last 10 minutes, it seems like. But it's 35-6.
We got both teams. I'll tell you what, let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. But we do have the referees. They're all meeting in the middle. They've called Coach Langford has called our team to the middle of the field, or not the middle of the field, but called them on the field, and he's giving them. It looks like he's having church with them, and the referees are writing down some names. I don't know if some people's been tossed. I don't know if some warnings have been issued or exactly what. The white hat now is making personal foul against Pierce, personal foul against Bacon.
See,
offsetting penalties again.
Again, I only saw the last part, and that was when the Pierce County guy dove on the ground. Obviously, maybe one of our guys did something else, but prior to, usually it's the second guy that gets caught. But nonetheless, it's going to start it over right here. Should be, is it second down?
No, it's first down, offsetting penalty.
Okay.
Again. We rewind it right back to 1st and 10.
All right, here we go, 5:20 now. Sweep to the right side. He's going to cut back to the middle. Nobody wants to make a tackle. They tackle him forward as he gains about 20 yards. Another flag deep back here. Let's see if we can't get a holding.
Here. Definitely thrown in the way of a holding. We got a lot of young guys out. We're trying to put some young guys in, and of course KJ was out because of that play. Coach Langford put him on the side for a minute, and he's come back into the middle.
A chop block, and that's something you run in this style of offense. Any type of option, you have that chance of that happening.
Right. It's thrown in the middle of the field. So we are finally got a penalty.
And that's a fifth.
What is this, the fourth or fifth play in a row that we've had a flag?
Had a flag. That's right. I know the fourth. And is that a 15-yard penalty, that chop block?
It may be a 15. It's
We're
different
about to
than a
find
hold,
out.
I think. Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that guy's marking way back.
And Billy Bob has marked it off. That's what I'm going to call him. I don't know his name, but Billy Ball. He's going to have shoulder replacement surgery at the end of this night as much as he's throwing.
Cool boy. I tell you what. I tell you what I really am. I hate the fact that about 40% of our Bacon County, maybe 50%, including the ones around the fence, have left. Imagine how loud this place would be if it was full.
Right.
There's a handoff, and he is stuffed.
We read that one.
Had a stunt in that same hole he was going to try to come through. Linebacker.
Now we got second. What we got? Second and 23. No, he lost a yard. Second and 24. That's the way it's looking. Almost 22nd and 25. Will Richardson comes back off the side. We got to make a decision here. We got people coming off the field.
Yeah,
Will Richardson runs back on the field.
KJ's a little frustrated. He's waiting on a signal, a sign to tell his defense what we need to do here. You got to think they're going to try to spread out here and going to throw the ball.
What's happened is Jesus is off the field, and we're trying to get replacements in there for him.
And there he does drop back to pass. He rolls to his right, and he's got an open area. He's going to cut back out. Looks like the defenders are there. Thank goodness
we
held up.
Yeah.
He had an opportunity to take a shot at him there right on the line. And it's the first time we've seen a quarterback that close. He's a good-looking kid. He's number 3.
Man, he tucked it, and when he did, he just glided.
Just a freshman. Said he's somewhere around 6'2" to 6'4". He's got to weigh somewhere around 100.
215?
Yeah, around 200 pounds. He's just a good-looking kid.
He may not be 215. I don't want to say he's thick. I don't want you to think he's
by no means
fat, but he is very muscled. He's very toned, developed for a 15-year-old.
Too wide to the left, and there's a offensive false start, I believe.
Yep.
On that left side.
We had a 3rd and 12, and now we're going to have a 3rd and 17. 3:18 left. Your Bacon County Red Raiders are leading 35-6. It's 3rd and going to be about 17. That's about right.
3rd and 17.
Pierce is on their own 40. Now they're on their own 37-yard line. We're getting a lot of players in right now. Playing a lot of players. Trying to give some people some breathing.
There goes Castile on that outside. Quarterback drops it. We're back. He just tosses it away. He gets it to there. Maybe we'll make a good tackle, and we do.
Great play.
And I apologize for you folks at home. It's hard for me to describe what's happening as it's happening, so I want to tell you right now, the bad snap, quarterback loses it, comes back about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage with a little bit of pressure from Castile on that right side. He tosses it over to the left to a receiver for a completion, a one-on-one situation in the open field.
Great tackle.
And it was just a great tackle.
Tackle made by Deshaun Hill, who is a junior defensive back and wide receiver. Legondrick is back about our own 25-yard line awaiting a punt. They've got a pretty good punter. He's kicked the ball pretty good. Kicks it off the side of his foot. And it's going to get a Pierce County roll and roll out about the 16-yard line, looks like.
Legondrick did the right thing in letting that ball go. It was a little unfortunate for the Raiders that it did stay in bounds a little longer than we wanted it to. It's going to be 1st and 10 on about the 12-yard line, and the Raiders have been biting at the bit to get back on offense.
Right.
Rev, we got a few scores here, courtesy of your son. Thomasville 34, Thomas County Central 7. Thomasville is a AA. Thomas County Central is 5A, because that's a big rivalry game there as both schools in that county.
Right.
Charlton County 33, Brantley 18. Game of the week, Clinch County 42, McIntosh County Academy 6. So they avenge a playoff loss last year.
I was at that playoff game last year. And
Clinch has got some good guys coming back too, some Division I players, like 3, I believe, this year.
They got one kid that Georgia, I think, is very interested in. He's as an athlete, but he's about 6'3", 225.
Hand off up the middle.
There we go.
He's just driving. Here's Madison on the right side. Here's his 30, 40 yards, down to the 40. 50-yard,
Put your helmet on,
a
Dawson.
45-yard scamper. We got a player down for Pierce.
That's that big number 44. They sure don't need to lose him.
Maybe
Coach Langford was out there looking at him, and now
Langford
the
out there
Pierce
right
County
away.
coach is out there looking at him.
Something in his
lower half.
Maybe his lower half.
We're going to take a BERT CPA timeout right now. You're listening to 93. Prayer, remember that big defensive lineman. I hate to see anybody that's talented, or anybody for that matter, go get hurt, but he's very talented for them on the defensive lines. Made a lot of plays tonight.
All right, after the big run by Madison, about 45 yards, we're 3 wide to the left, one to the right. Bale in the backfield.
Yeah, that may be the first time or second time we've seen him all night.
And he's going to take the handoff, and he cuts up the middle. Again, he's quick.
Yes, he is.
And he doesn't mind contact, as I said earlier, and that's about a 9-yard gain. Well, maybe an 8-yard gain. Quick first step by the young man. Madison with a breather after the long chug-a-lug there.
See, Jesus is back in. Will Richardson at your left tackle position. Offensive line looking good. Dawson, he just kind of taking his time. 14 seconds left on the play clock.
Is that is that Walt Hayes there in the slot on this side? I can't tell. I can't see a number. If he's number 5, I see his long hair sticking out the helmet there. Looks like he's running around
number
there.
17 maybe?
Unless he's wearing a different number. I'm going to have to check. That's right. That's Angel Morales. I'm sorry. First down for the Raiders.
We got JP out here on the island again.
1 minute and 8 seconds remaining
See what we try to do.
in the third quarter.
First down, I don't see us really trying to throw the ball a lot. You know, it made all the difference in the world when we came out and spread it out in the second quarter after the rain delay. We spread them out and quit trying to bunch it up and make it tight.
Well, they knew what we were going to try to do, and they tightened it up there. And by spreading them out, it's made the world of difference against this defense. And there's a handoff, and he cuts it back, and there's a flag thrown inside.
Yeah,
that was
gonna
a strange.
be holding.
It's a strange.
Definitely going to be holding. I don't know of anything else it could be. Maybe a chop block. They're going to call us chop block. It's us. Chop block, that's going to be a 15-yarder. Once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Richmond Baking, Halftime Show, and Senior Spotlight by Huddle House, Huddle Up, Senior Spotlight. We appreciate them. Bennett and Johnson and the Sideline Report. We've had a few little issues with our Sideline Report because of the delay and different things like that. But we do appreciate Bennett and Johnson for supporting us with their Sideline Report. And we promise it'll be corrected next week. And we thank them so much for their patience and always sponsoring us. They're great to make sure that they sponsor us every week. We appreciate Bennett and Johnson.
There's the handoff to Bell, and he's just gets wrapped up. That would
Another flag. We're never going to get out of here.
that would have been a play for Jewell to pull it there.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, I got a score here that you was interested in hearing earlier. Fitzgerald in Irwin County. What you think that score is or was?
I don't know, but I would be surprised if Irwin didn't win that game.
Well, you'll be shocked.
What, Fitzgerald beat them?
31-0.
Aha! That quarterback from Fitzgerald is supposed to be the real deal, and but they lost. Fitzgerald lost a lot from that state champion, or not state champion, but they contended for the state championship last year.
That's right. The running back went to Oklahoma State.
Right, he's going to be a good one too. He just, I don't think he got a lot of top tier SEC schools.
Looks like we're going to get it. They're going to let the clock run out.
Let the clock run out. And we're going to go back to the studio for just a second. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle. That he's ready. Tell us a little bit about what's going on the sideline, Joe.
Travis, I tell you what, we come back out after the lightning delay, and we had different emotions on this sideline. When we went in for the delay, I told you that, I saw coaching going on, but there wasn't a lot of intensity or fire in the players. Well, what I found out is we had some leaders step up in the locker room, and they had church service during this lightning delay.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joe.
Apparently, a few of the underclassmen were talking a little bit, and like I said, church service started, and this team come out ready to play ball. And those two leaders that I was told are the ones that have been racking up the yards and making the big plays, and everybody's following them.
Well, thank you, Joe. We appreciate it. That's Joe Hayes with our Bennett and Johnson sideline report. Our eyes on the field. We really appreciate him, his hard work today. We just run a play, and we got no gain whatsoever, Brent. No gain whatsoever. And the big defensive tackle replaced number 44. That's a big boy right there now.
He is a big boy. And, we saw him warming up earlier in the game, and it's just big kids. And not all of them has made the field, but here's the pass down this right side again. And, he just overthrows him. What an effort by Legondrick once again as he just lays out. He's about a yard short, helped up by number 23 by the Pierce County fellow. We like to see that type of sportsmanship, but just overthrown. That would have been another touchdown.
Yep, he was wide open.
11 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in this contest. The Raiders racked up 28 points in the second quarter. Again, we had about a little over an hour delay before we picked up the second quarter, and we've scored.
We scored 35 unanswered.
Yeah, 35 unanswered points.
Yeah, 35 unanswered.
And Pierce
we got
scored
twins at the tops and the bottom, and let's see what we're going to do. We're going to do a little flare. And
he gets, what a
great tackle by their linebacker, shoestring tackle. You have to give credit where credit's due. And Bell was out wide. He was just about to break it down the sideline, and their defensive back, their linebacker, made a great play.
4th down and 34. So we're going to see the punter take the field. Let's see if we can't pin them deep.
Punter is Ronaldo Juarez. He's also our place kicker. He's going to punt the ball. They got twins or two return guys back in the back for them. They're lined up on about the 10-yard line. Let's see what happens. A little bit better snap this time.
Yes, it was.
And good kick.
Good distance. And we were down there, but we got him. He got about a 10-yard return, maybe a 12-yard return from the 10 to about the 22-yard line is where Pierce County will be first down with 10 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the fourth period.
And their big defensive lineman, who's only a freshman, he tried to come in and wreck the three guys that was in the back. This guy kid probably weighs 350 pounds. He come in to hit him, and when he did, one of them went low and hit him, and he's laying there grabbing his knee and ankle right now. He took a shot. We're going to go back. Everybody's kneeling while they tend to the injured player on the field. We're going to go back to the studio for a second with your Burt CPA timeout. To the big player, the young freshman from Pierce County. His name is Rashad Green. And I looked and is looking on the Pierce County roster. They've got a lot of youth still out there. We're still young. We have about 13 to 14 seniors this year on our roster, but we've got 20 juniors. 20 in the junior class. Coach Langford was very excited about the youth and some of the guys that we've got coming up. We've got a young ninth grader, the Michael kid. What's the quarterback name? The young Michael kid that's last name Michael, Mason.
Mason Michael.
Mason Michael, who's just a freshman. And I saw him in the scrimmage. He's looking really good at quarterback. Of course, we've got Cooper that's coming back next year. He and Dawson look like they've kind of split duty today. Dawson's got most of the snaps. We kind of got hot when he got in there. But he and Cooper, Dawson and Cooper, are kind of splitting snaps, at least in this game. We've got him coming back for next year. So we look like we're going to be all right. We're losing some good players, Jesus and K.J. Brown, Castile, some of those guys that are impact players. But you're supposed to be an impact player.
Castile's coming back.
Is he a junior?
He's just a junior.
Okay.
Now, and it seems like, the last 3 or 4 years, we've lost some key players. Carver.
Right.
Anasio Washington.
Tron
and Drell. You see where those boys are. Right. They're going to be playing next Saturday somewhere, big-time football. Right. And but, when we lose 2, 3, 4 what we would call key players from I almost said single-A school, and that's almost where we probably should be.
Right.
For a small double-A school, if we can have 2 or 3 really impact players, that's a good thing. And it seems like somebody has stepped up year after year. We got Legondrick Snell this year, Jesus Brown, K.J. Brown. There's some of those. There's really 4, 5, or 6 guys that's going to make huge impacts this year. But having 20 juniors that's a luxury that a lot of small schools don't have.
There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of talk, and especially in Georgia high school, with kids like, I'm just thinking about Grayson, where they all of a sudden they turn around and they get a new coach in, and people from the Atlanta area, they got 100 kids transferring into Grayson.
Yeah.
And some of these kids, if you can play football, you can play at Bacon County. If you're a Division I athlete, they're going to find you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These colleges are going to find where you're at. There's no need in having to leave your hometown to go to try to be discovered somewhere. They're going to find you. They're going to find who you are. They found Tron. They found Drell. They found Carver. And these colleges find these kids that are able to play at that level. And be honest, to be able to be a D1 athlete, you've got to be extremely quick, or you got to be 6'4", 255 and can run.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You got to have a little bit of special oomph. So for people that that are carrying their kids to other schools to try to get them discovered. If you're good enough, you can be discovered right here in Bacon County or Clinch County or Pierce County, wherever you happen to be. You don't have to leave your hometown to be discovered.
That's right.
I had to say that.
That's right.
I had to say that.
Well,
it's something that bothers me.
Yeah.
Just like kids that don't go to University of Georgia and leave Georgia to go play at South Carolina.
Yeah, or Florida.
Oh,
big hit there.
Oh, somebody brought some wood. It's first down for Pierce County on the 20-yard line, and we had a linebacker. Who was that? Who's that? Number 26.
26.
26 for us is Ethan Benton, who is a sophomore, and he brought the lumber, baby.
And that kid, you talking about another fine young man. He's in my second block class and just super respectful.
I'll tell you what.
And he is solid.
Hole.
He is solid. He's playing that middle linebacker position. He's in on that tackle as well.
That's right.
Amongst the host of Red Raiders.
And Pierce falls forward for about another yard gain. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 7, maybe 7. Yeah, 3rd and 7. And you can tell Pierce they're running the ball. They're not trying to throw the ball around the field. I don't know that they have completely give up, but they're not. If I'm down by 4 touchdowns, I'm throwing it all over the field if I can.
They want that clock to run and get this thing. You'd think they'd need a couple first downs, again, to give their defense a rest.
Right.
There's the snap. He hands off
got
again
a cross,
up the middle.
Like I say, the old crossbuck play.
That's going to be a first down for the Bears.
I think we may be a little bit short, Brent. Maybe a little short. It's going to be 4th and
about 1.5, 2.
Yeah,
you're right.
Just a little bit short.
I'm struggling with the angle there of the field and the chain gang over there.
8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. It's 4th quarter. I saw all of our players lifting up that 4, and it's representing 4th quarter. Don't our band sound good? You already mentioned it a little bit. We got 70 to 80 people in our band, and first few years I was here at Bacon County, I was lucky to get 20 in the band.
4th and 1 here. Raiders with a chance to make a big stop, but they're going to get the first down barely.
Right.
But they do. The clock continues to run.
We got a lightning delay again.
No, that's an Amber Alert on our phone.
Is that what it is?
Hey,
Okay.
we got an Amber Alert on our cell phones. We're thinking, holy smokes, another lightning delay. But that's going to be 1st and 10 with 8:12 to go. And it was pretty loud because every cell phone in the place down here went off. And there's a great little touch pass in the flat. This young man, a great move, but a big tackle there, a big hit on the sideline by the Red Raiders as they get another 10-yard gain. It'll be close to another first down for the Bears.
Number 1, Anderson, Garrett Anderson, he brought it that time. Number 12, 2 for us, Austin Metters. He also was in on tackle, defensive lineman that it was all the way over on the sideline making a tackle. We got a lot of young guys. I'm going to try to call their name out so they can get their name on the radio, but we got a lot of young guys that's playing. Number 2, Jordan Wiley, who's a junior.
He's the brother of the Wiley that used to punt for us back about 6 years ago.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know his daddy, Terry Wiley from Nichols. His daddy's my age, a great basketball player. Anderson getting up a little bit gimpy, but he's walking it off.
Yep. 7:30 on the clock. 2nd down and about 4.
One of my favorite players, number 34, Bodie Metters. Just nothing but a big muscle. He's tall and lanky. Reminds me of his brother a little bit.
I saw his brother last weekend, and I already mentioned he tunes in from a distance to be able to watch his brother play. And, and Cody, I wish he was as big as he is now 6 years ago when he played for us.
Still pound for pound, maybe the toughest guy to play for the Red Raiders.
Rock you in the bushes now, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he and his wife just recently welcomed a new baby in the last few months, and I think he's in the Air Force, isn't he?
He is.
In Texas.
He's getting out in about 14 months. He said he wants to move back closer to home, and he wants to raise some cows. He said he's been out in Texas. and working in the stockyard one night a week, and he has fell in love with it.
Is that right?
So yeah, he's excited about that opportunity, and he's a fine young man. He's going to be a great dad.
Yeah, and I like old Bodie too. Bodie, he's kind of soft-spoken, but just tough as nails. He's playing defensive end for us this year, and he's another kid that's been in the program. Moved him around till they finally found him a home, and he's performing well for us.
2 wideouts to the left. Again, shotgun. He hands off. Oh, he keeps it. He's in trouble. Linebackers are there. He should have handed it off, but he didn't. There's going to be a 5-yard loss there. So who got Bloodworth, I believe, gets back there and gets the sack.
See some of the guys that we see out there. There's Walt. You were talking about Walt Hayes, number 5. He's lined up as a defensive back. He's a 10th grader. Some of the other young men that we see out there that's playing, we got Christian Gurley that's out there. Bladen Johnson's been playing some tonight. Jesus Brown, of course. We've seen a lot of new players that are on the field right now. Number 17, is that Angel or Angel?
Morales.
Yes, Morales. I don't know. I'm sure they don't call him Angel. It may be Angel.
Well, their number one of their top tailbacks is still in the game because he just got about a 15-yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd down, and
it's going to be first down.
Oh, sorry, 1st down and 10.
On the 32-yard line, on our 32-yard line, but we've got a lot of young men, and this kind of stuff right here is very, very important that we be able to play these young guys because they hand it out, and they got a speed sweep going to the right. They're finally having some success. And Tyler Wilcox come in from the back and made a tackle, number 41, Tyler.
Tyler's a guy who took a year off from football last year. I don't understand quite all the circumstance there. He did wrestle last year on the wrestling team, but he's back with the football team this year as a senior.
Yeah, I knew. I looked and saw he was a senior. I wonder where he'd been. In comes number 53, David Waters, who is a junior. He comes in on the defensive line. There goes 37.
Big hole there on that right side.
Woo. Great tackle.
They're essentially playing all but a couple players. This is our JV football team defensively here that Pierce is up against.
And Pierce is gobbling up some yardage right now. But the clock is continuing to run. I don't know why. Okay, they were moving it for a 1st down. Clock's winding now. 4:28.
We're over the midnight mark, Rev.
Are we?
Yep.
That's why I'm sleepy.
4 minutes, 24 seconds. The Raiders are going to take a timeout here.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
You don't really think about stability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today. Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent Auto Owners Insurance Agency.
You gonna eat that?
You don't really think about stability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today.
Again, this new offense that Pierce County is trying to run, it's been successful wherever Strickland has been. And
we got him contained. We're going to let him know. We ain't going to let him
sweep out to the right. He cuts back, but he's tackled again to the far side of the field. I believe we're going to have to get us some binoculars.
Yeah, when it comes that far down, we're just going to say a host of Raiders.
I don't even think the field announcer called a number on that one either. They've got binoculars.
It's just a host of Raiders.
You spoke of the band earlier. I was a little disappointed that our band was not able to play at halftime. It was a shortened halftime of 10 minutes. The opposing team's band was able to play, but ours were not, and I was very disappointed. And
Well, I was disappointed, but that's what hosts do. When you're hosting another team, you have to take the high road, and that's just good sportsmanship, and that's just part of being a good host. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Red Raiders are up 35-6. We appreciate our sponsors. They're so good to us. Appreciate all that they do. And if you hear us call the name of these sponsors, you need to make sure that you visit them and spend some money with them. And because being in a small town, they get asked a lot.
cut back and stop just shy of the goal line.
Yep.
It's going to be 4th down and about
And goal.
1.
Yeah.
Can the Raiders make a stand here to keep these guys out of the end zone?
Well, I sure hope so.
I'm gonna say something. Now, this is not Clinch County, but back in 2001 or either 2004, Clinch County beat us 67-0. And before we were able to score late in the 4th, Coach called a timeout, brought his number 1 defense back out to keep us from going in the end zone. I'll never forget that.
I've seen that before. I've seen that.
And but let's see if we can make a stand right here at 4th and 1.
I'm going to lean that big quarterback right up the middle.
And
we're not going to give it up. We're going to call a timeout
I
before
think
we
you
do.
call a jailbreak right here, and you just bring the house. But we're going to
That'd be all right. We've got a timeout on the field, and we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. Bennett and Johnson sideline report. We're going to wind this thing up. It's late, and we know people are ready to go to bed. But congratulations to our Bacon County Red Raiders and Coach Kyle Langford for our first win of the season, first game of the season, 35-13 against Pierce County. What a huge win for our program, Brent. And I hope this sets the tone for what we look to be a very successful season.
Certainly does, Coach. You know, after the second play of the game, when they take it 68 yards for a touchdown, you know, we were all, oh, well, here we go again, possibly. And then things sort of slowed down for both teams after that. And we come back out like just a regenerated team. We heard what Joe Hayes said. There was an uprising sort of there by some seniors, some leaders there. Saw some leadership on the which I'm excited to hear about.
Me too.
If that's what happened, for sure. Which I don't have no reason to doubt it because of the results we saw on the field. How the defense and the offense just took over that game in that third quarter and basically broke their heart. And then we were able to get some young kids in that made it even better.
Right.
And so we got a 35-13. We can take this hopefully and use it as a positive in more than one way. Just it'll take us next week to Telfair. They're coming to town, a talented team. Got a couple of their receivers coming back this year. They put a bunch of points on the board last year. So we got to prepare for them. Enjoy this win this weekend. Let's get back to work on Monday, and just week to week, let's see what we can do this season.
Well, you've heard it from Brent. What a great game wrap-up. We appreciate him. Enjoyed it. We look forward to working with you this season. And Joe Hayes on our sideline report. We appreciate all of you, all of our sponsors. Be sure and visit our sponsors.